Hi, thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how by improving your website you can outright your competition, get more exposure of course, and get more customers. So first things first, I have your website pull out here, and one of the first things that I have to really suggest is to add more content. Not just about, when I say content, I'm not talking just about images and icons, no. I'm talking more on the text side. Why is this so important? Because when Google starts seeing your page, they start reading what content do you have like this. So the more content you have, the more chances of being noticed by Google you're gonna have, because if you add keywords into this content, into this text, that is gonna help you to start ranking position in Google searches. So I can see that you don't have anything here besides this paragraph, and that's something that I'm gonna show you what the difference between you and what I think might be your main competition in the area. But this concept about content applies to all subpages as well. But more important is the home page, because this is where everything's gonna be showing to the eyes of Google. Now, if we go up and see, I use this tool to see the back end of your website, and you're only being found for 28 keywords, and you have around 390 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. So think about this like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to stay, the more relevant you're going to become, right? Now, same principle applies here to backlinks, but with the difference that not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and thousands of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you need to be found for, you're not going to see any difference. Now, like I said, content goes hand to hand with all this, because this is where we see what are you being found for. For example, this is your branding name, so this is really good. Now, besides your brand name, do you have something relevant here? I can see, for example, this one, Delaware Heating and Cooling. There's 50 searches a month, but you're almost on the 8th page, so you don't get any traffic to your website. Um, and then besides that, this is the only keyword I can think of. This one too, air conditioning installation, Newark, Delaware. 70 searches a month, but you're not even seeing nothing, because you're on the 7th page. You can see here. And you can see that you're only targeting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So nothing really relevant, and that's because you don't have content here. So very important to understand this. Content is what in my personal opinion, I think is the most important thing on a website, because everybody can make a website for very cheap, as low like $10, $20 a month, things like that. But they can look great, but if you don't know what content means into our website and how to utilize that in your favor as a powerful tool for your business, you're not gonna see, you are actually wasting the potential that this has. And I want to show you right here. For example, this is a very a popular keyword. For example, HVAC Delaware. If we type this in Google, the first thing you're gonna see is the traditional Google ads. This is where you pay every time somebody clicks on it. But you need to understand how this works, because you can, if you don't know what you're doing, you can end up investing a lot of money and not seeing the results that you need. Next up, we have the map section, and this is where you want to be as well, because if you have a profile like this, you need to optimize it. You need to link it to your website if possible, and add images. You need to interact with the reviews if you have any reviews and things like that. And Google loves to see that. And once you start doing that, you can start. You're gonna see the how you climb little by little. And besides from this, then you have the organic results. So in position number one, we have this Delaware heatandair.com. Then first class HVAC on number two, number three. But just for your reference, almost 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three here, and probably the top 3, 4, 5 here, that means that they don't scroll all the way down to the end of the page and even go to the second or third page and so on. So you are really missing a lot of opportunities here. And I'm going to be showing you why these guys are ranking number one and what do you need so you can actually start competing and try to get people into your websites, people that are actually looking for your services. So I have their website below here, and you can see that even though they don't have that much of a content, they are targeting these keywords. For example, HVAC contractor in Delaware, in Newark, Delaware, and same thing over here, HVAC professional available, things like that. Delaware heating and air. That's another one here. So Google likes to see that. So imagine if you double, triple the content, especially on the text, including the keywords, for example, HVAC Delaware or HVAC contractor in Newark, Delaware, you're going to see the result. You're going to start seeing the difference in a short period of time. And I want to show you why these guys, what's the difference of ranking number one in comparison to not ranking at all. So if we go and look on the back end of their website, let's take a look. You can see that they're being found for over 1,000 keywords, and this is being picked from their website, and not just the homepage, because there's no way there's over 1,000 keywords here, but because they have more content over here, more pages, specials, financing, that kind of stuff. Almost over here, you're gonna see that they have more content, and the images they're optimizing, they're doing the same thing, same commercial HVAC service in North Delaware, but they seem to be doing just enough, and they have around 200 backlinks. And again, this is not that much, but it's doing just enough for them to be number one in comparison to you. You can see that if you have, this is a perfect example. You have over 390, and they have less than that. They have 207. You can see that their rating is a little bit higher, and that's because they're targeting the right keywords. For example, HVAC companies in Delaware, 150 searches a month. Because they're ranking number one, they're getting 50 straight visits to their website. The keyword that we were just talking about on the search, HVAC Delaware, 150 searches a month here, and because they're ranking number one, you can add up another 48 besides these 50, and you can do it. You can keep going. Delaware heating and cooling, another 50. The ranking number one, 11 searches. So if you add up, all that is almost around 150 searches a month. I mean visits to their website. If you keep adding all these numbers, and that means that there's at least around over 100 people that are looking for those services, or at least they're being searched in the. I'm sorry, they're actually getting into their website, because you can see that the search volume is pretty high and they're getting a little bit of that. That's very, very important, because they are getting all those searches, all the people that is interested in those services. You can see in here that the traffic that they're getting is pretty high. You can take part of, you can take a piece of this pie as well. It's just a matter of how you want to handle the content and the backlinks if you decide to go that route and actually try to grow your business. I think it's a very, very powerful tool that most people underestimate, but when you see the results, you'll be surprised. Anyway, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I really hope you find this information useful. And if you have any questions, please let us know. I'm sorry. All information will be attached to the email. Thank you.